We are live. Unmute this.
What? You mean so
Early stream. Purely just to make sure I have the time to finish this in one stream. How long? This. Hopefully I can clear 4 chapters in 3 hours. Probably won't take that long, but early stream just in case. Black Lamb. Better to flee into the wilderness than return to a cold flock. The pieces are falling into place. Opera has gone to the Colonel's manor, as Admiral Igor had planned. Mr. Duncan moves quickly. He might be able to make it to the manor in time to meet her. The early morning sun scorches the courtyard. White rum is still tucked away in her bottle, fast asleep.
What are you waiting for? Admiral Igor has sent reinforcements. We were instructed to await their arrival at this location.
Some time has passed. The sun has now risen well into the sky, but the reinforcements are yet to arrive.
Igor?
He tenses up at the name.
Do you know him? No, I don't. And I don't want to know him either. I want nothing to do with those Xeno madmen.
She knows him. He's hiding something.
Stay away from them, Burton. Trust me,
They're here. A young man with an eye patch drives into the veteran's residence, followed by a squad of soldiers, all armed to the teeth.
Greetings, timekeeper of St. Pavlov Foundation. I'm Ptolemy, the commander of Igor's Sentinel unit.
No one at the base has mentioned such a name before.
Are we setting off now, Commander Ptolemy?
Setting off? No. It's Lopera's mission to take care of the doctor. My mission, well, it concerns the young lady behind you.
Huh? I wasn't informed of this. What does she have to do with Xeno?
Because of what happened at Tuesday's motel.
As far as I'm aware, the Xeno officer at Tuesday's motel committed suicide. Kimberly had nothing to do with it.
Oh, Stefan? I couldn't care less about him.
Rick, right now. That's the case, then why is he here?
The door opened all by itself.
What door?
I'm not stupid, you know. Miss Kimberly somehow escapes the base. And suddenly I find her with the timekeeper, who I hear took a detour to a certain tower before she left. So, timekeeper, care to explain why you helped Miss Kimberly, a member of Manus Vindictae, escape?
Oh, so the captive in that tower was Miss Kimberly.
He gives him no answer.
Per the Admiral's orders, I will now escort you back to the base, Miss Kimberly. And please, don't make me resort to violence.
No! I'm not going back there!
He takes a step back, her body trembling all over, too frightened to run. This, by the way, not a whole lot, just started.
You'll kill me! Just like those Xeno soldiers.
Lemmy's soldiers raised their guns, just as they did when they executed the deserters.
Now. let's just get along, shall we? This isn't an arrest, Miss Kimberly. It's an invitation.
He reaches into a pocket and reveals Zeno's sincerity.
A succubus should follow her instincts. Come on, obey your master.
A toy, unremarkable, even ridiculous, yet utterly terrifying to her.
You know, you were close, Kimberly. You almost found it. It was hidden at Tuesday's motel, just like you thought. Stefan thought it was just a wind-up toy. What a fool.
Give it back!
Yes, that's the spirit. Come with me, and I'll...
Don't. He's not going to give it back to you.
Oh, so you'd rather stay with the timekeeper. I guess you need a little reminder of who your real master is. Soldiers, prepare to fire!
And time to just out of this.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first? Oh, please. Or have you understood? Hold on. Psychiatrist at work. Like a metaphor? Please, allow me. Useful, simple arcane trick. Stay back, I say. You didn't see them coming, did you? Did I miss something? Oh, or a simple arcane trick. Would you care to lie down? To read. Bang, bang.
And rapid by this round.
Time to turn the page.
Easy video game.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
Kimberly barely moves as she struggles against the command of the seal. Meanwhile, Ptolemy and his troops have taken control of the courtyard.
Pick it up, timekeeper.
He's tossed a pistol near her.
I hold no grudge against you, and I'm not going to shoot an unarmed civilian. Make your choice. Take the weapon and continue to fight, or surrender. If you do surrender, I'll guarantee your freedom. But Kimberly has to come with us.
He picks up the pistol.
I see. So you've chosen to fight. On your feet. Now then, Kimberly.
The officer gives a malicious grin.
Kill her.
You want me to kill Burton?
The man is malicious at the look on his face. Doesn't know what to do. But her bloodline allows her no choice. Seal takes effect, slowly compelling her to obey it.
Come on. My patience has its limits.
To shoot him? True. Raises the wind-up toy like a lighthouse beacon in a storm.
You will obey me.
And at the very least, if she doesn't want to actually shoot him, You try to, like, shoot the seal out of his hands. Compulsion, an attack so swift that there is no time to react. Succubus looms over, her eyes hollow, her beastly claw poised to strike. Emmy will say anything to ensure she acts as will.
Do it, demon. Your freedom for the life of a stranger. Yes, kill her. Prove your loyalty. Then I'll give you back your toy. I promise.
Succubus wraps her claws around her neck.
Fatan. I can't.
Me next. And has taken hold of her, but still she's wavering. Meanwhile, Plemy, like a sadistic spectator in a coliseum, wills their struggle to go on.
Raise your gun, timekeeper.
I have a gun. The breathing, strength, it's all.
Aim at her and pull the trigger. This monster's going to kill you. You'll have to shoot her if you want to live.
He presses further, eager to get a show. No matter how hard she resists, the succubus within must obey. Her claws tighten around her neck. She can hardly breathe.
No, I don't.
The first foot on the ground. I mean, it did say that she did pick up the gun. She just didn't really do much with it. Struggle is as futile as her tears.
Obey your master.
Claws start to sink into her neck.
Yes, give in. Just like that. Look, Kimberly. She picked up the gun. Shouldn't you kill her before she kills you? She obviously values her own life over yours. And she won't hesitate to fire a bullet through your heart. To her, you're just a horrifying beast. I mean, look at you. You're a succubus. A demon born to be bound to a master. Born to be
Just
controlled.
Contempt is palpable.
No! I don't want to!
She's bleeding. Tears pour down her cheeks.
Please. No more orders. No more running. No more. I don't want to be like my sister.
Hiding away for all those years, living no kind of life at all, only to be captured and
If
executed.
that's what you want, then kill her. Break her neck. Now, heed my order and kill Vertin.
She does everything she can to resist the commands, yet her body is compelling her to follow. She raises a claw. It hangs in the air like a butcher's knife ready to slice its meat.
End your suffering with her death. Don't think. Just obey.
Her grip tightens. The pistol, get it? There's still a chance.
Let go. Let go of her.
He's sobbing.
Nala.
I'm at him. Well, I'm not gonna lie. there's no way she could have specifically known that would happen. An intercepted telegram, secrets revealed, another bullet casing left on the execution grounds. At any time, true. They volunteer. They're like 10 minutes to think of pointing at him. To be fair, it's not exactly easy to easy to do things when you're being choked to death, but bullet flies from the barrel, trailing a long white streak through the air. I was right. I actually predicted this like 10 minutes ago. This is the wind-up toy in Polemi's hand. The tool of knowledge subjection. The thing that she had so desperately sought, so desperately run away from, is destroyed. Power is lost, its controlling force vanquished by the bullet.
How dare you!
Before she was being choked? Yeah, true. Nala releases her throat. Also seems surprisingly good accuracy. Imagine it's easy to just do that while you're being choked to death. Tommy glares frustrated at the broken wind-up toy, then shifts his gaze towards them.
Looks like negotiations off the table, Timekeeper. I suppose I'll have to turn to violence. Soldiers, kill them all. Spare no one but Kimberly. She's the only one the Admiral needs.
Nala looks over her shoulder at Polemi, her face twisted in rage, her bloodied collar poised to strike. Blood, his blood, she craves it.
I'll kill every last one of you!
Let's kill time together.
Oh, please. I am perfectly understood. Hold on. Psychiatrist at work. Stay back, I say.
Get out of here.
Do you have a little faith in me, Master? Or useful? Perfectly understood. To read. Time to turn the page. Stay back, I say. Careful with the pages.
Where to sterilize?
Turning class a bit unfair.
Ha! Freaking donuts!
I will be watching you.
I love not having to play the game.
Now it's easier to understand. Sweet dreams.
Where do I?
Oh, please. I don't have to understood.
I'm losing my patience.
Flee, mortal! Please, allow me.
A fun fact that on Discord, if you search up Marcus from this game,
Sterilize.
like second result is that gift now. The
Get
skill
out
issue
here.
gift.
It turns gray.
Yeah, it's the second result now.
Useful?
Sterilize. Go! 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 Hop!
Please, allow me.
Get out of here.
Because of it so much. I uploaded it to tenor, and Tanner tells me how many shares I got, and it has like 150.
Was I helpful, timekeeper?
$150 from you? I'd believe it. The battle quickly becomes a massacre.
Damn it! What kind of monster is she?
Sent to me.
Maintain formation and fall back. Keep firing.
These troops are only equipped with standard military gear. No devices to capture arcanists. No heavy firepower.
Go to hell!
Anger and pain. Needs to release it. They'll pay for her tears and blood.
She's totally insane!
Kimberly grabs a rifle and smashes the stock into a fallen soldier's face. Kimberly grabs a rifle and smashes the stock into a fallen soldier's face.
Why?
First claws, then teeth, tearing, biting, slashing stomachs, ripping out throats. The wildcat pouncing on a sparrow. No soldiers fought bravely. They'd not been enemies, they might have made allies. Their loyalty to each other outweighed their fear of the enemy.
Retreat!
Small trickle of blood runs down her cheek. He walks mercilessly through the courtyard of the veteran's residence, avenging all she had suffered. The enemy starts to retreat, or rather flee, with the dignity of a soldier. Skill issue. The air is filled with the bitter scent.
I am not a lamb for the slaughter!
The rain comes settling, washing away the blood spilled in the courtyard. Over, they're gone. She collapses. Pain? Like thorns in her heart.
Everything will be fine, Kimberly.
She's crying. The wind-up toy lies nearby, shattered like her spirit.
Pattern.
She spreads her hand and gazes blankly at the sky.
I'm here. It's okay. You're going to be alright.
The marigolds in the courtyard are stained with blood. The place is a mess. The marina's cat den has been blown to pieces. Perhaps she'll make a new one.
You're no longer bound by anyone.
Going to have a class now. Good luck in class.
No contract, no seal.
Good day, you two.
The wind-up toy's been destroyed. It's been shattered into pieces. You're free, Kimberly. You don't have to take orders from anyone anymore.
Kimberly doesn't have to take orders. Nala doesn't have to take orders.
She repeats her words as if she's drowning, and they're only the pieces of driftwood cling to.
Come.
Rain subsides. The sun shines again.
If you've got nowhere else to go, you can come to the Foundation with me if you like. I'll let them know you risked your life to protect me from the Xeno rebels. Anyway, the choice is yours.
Nala breathes heavily.
I can choose?
Her confusion matches her pain.
Yes, whatever you want. No one can control you anymore. You belong to no master, only yourself. Belong to myself?
She looks down. She's covered in blood like a newborn baby.
Like when my sister died? The first time I left home? Like when I fled to Sao Paulo during the war? Like the old days? That heartfelt home?
Real, yet distant memories. To her, as if those times have been rolled in the sweet nectar of happiness. For a moment, she almost forgets why she's been running all this time.
Yes. No longer reliant on or under the control of anyone. Just think about who you are, what you want, and enjoy your new life, Nala, starting today.
Familiar silhouette streaks across the sky.
Kapitan!
Lilia descends, bearing bad news. An ugly little wind-up figure and nothing more. The gamble. The loser is left with nothing. The winner takes all. The master of the manor sighs.
All this time, waiting for Zeno. I really want nothing more than to clear up this little misunderstanding of ours. There's no benefit to me hurting you. I hope only to peacefully return you to your friends, and in return, receive mine. After all, this city and its false era will be washed away by this storm before long. Those poor unbelievers. We were all once like them. Yet to realize that we are children bathed in the light of the divine. One day, they will turn from darkness to light. Just like our Xeno friends did not long ago. The apostates, however, they who have abandoned our faith, they must die.
Heretics and oathbreakers, the most detestable of all.
I'm still curious, you know, about who attacked the manor. Who disturbed the meeting between the Apostles' Brotherhood and the messenger of the great Manus Vindicte? Who came here?
The small stone at his feet.
And took away my people.
The potion has locked the blind doctor's throat. He cannot speak.
I wouldn't be surprised if Marcando's already messed things up in the favela. But
He turns his back to the doctor.
As long as he continues to recruit the young arcanists, it doesn't matter. People like him are useful.
And he's also dead, so.
Tools to be used to our benefit until they're lost to this storm. Isn't that also how Xeno uses their soldiers, Doctor? As currency to be spent and lost?
A chip may roll away from the gambling table, though only find itself at another. All the world's a casino, the men and women merely chips. We have no choice but to take our place at the table. He looks at the doctor.
At least Manus Vindicte promises these soldiers a future. A future worth looking forward to. The Sufferer will be reborn. And the Apostles' Brotherhood will sail south with me. We will become followers of the Sufferer, undertake their trials, and their grace will be bestowed upon us.
He leans close, whispering in her
And
ear.
with their blessing, no matter how many times the world is reversed, we will stand firm. For we will be immortal. Yesterday is within our reach, dear lady.
Lopera crouches in the bushes by the manor, observing the guards' movements. Place is surprisingly light on security.
7, maybe 8 guards. No way to get through. Damn.
Ash's footsteps approach from behind.
Who's there?
Oh, sweet Mary. I finally found you. I bet you didn't expect to see me here, did you?
An unexpected ally.
Duncan? How did you know I was here?
Keep it down now. Our friends at the Veterans Residence told me everything. The timekeeper said you were going to the manor alone. My, would you look at the beautiful greenery? Are you heading to that chapel?
Amidst the distant greenery, just past the building before them, perks the chapel's bell tower.
Yeah. If the doctor's in there, I have to find a way to break in.
Do you have any plans? Reinforcements?
Reinforcements? No time for that. Just watch. I can handle this myself.
The path to the chapel is well within the sights of the patrolling guards.
Unless you dare to join me, old-timer.
The old veteran answers with action. He lowers his sunglasses and lifts his blowpipe.
Give me a few darts.
Okay, here's the plan. You lure the guards away, and I'll check inside the chapel.
He tilts her crucible, and in the flame of arcane skill, uses a few poison darts. He hands them to the old man.
All right. When I take my shot, I'll head that way. You stay hidden in the woods and make your way to the other side.
He crouches, aiming at an unfortunate guard's neck. The guard drops instantly.
Intruder! Over there!
Alarm sirens blare.
Lead them toward the river.
Duncan catches the smoke bomb tossed by Lopera.
Let's make this a little more exciting, shall we, boys?
He lobs the bomb, aims the blowpipe, and pierces the bomb in the midair.
Nice shot.
With the guards distracted, Lopera raises her gun and makes her way to the chapel.
Ah. It appears someone has come to your rescue, dear lady. I'm not surprised.
Santos gazes at the doctor, holds a small jewel button in his hand. He has no qualms about reducing this place to a pile of rubble. Your shout echoes through the halls of the chapel.
Huh? It's you.
The little gambler from the ship.
I should have put a bullet in your skull back on that sheep.
I'm afraid you're playing the wrong game now.
Oh yeah? So what does the winner get this time, Dr. Torres?
He steps toward the enemy on the pulpit. Santos spreads his arms.
No. There are no prizes. You and I are nothing but specks of dust in the wind.
Time to ignore the game mechanics. See, this looks like a boss. I don't think it'll
It
be.
was
Yeah.
you, wasn't it?
Can't auto the
Came to this
bosses.
sacred place and attacked my people.
Yeah, and I'm ready for round 2. And this time, you won't be leaving with your life.
Fate has brought us together this day, just as it brought you victory in that bed.
Let us have a fair fight.
Actually, have to play the game.
Or this one. Aim. Perfectly understood. Time to turn the page. Stay put. This will hurt longer if I miss. Keep calm. Play, mortal.
Can't believe I actually have to play the video game.
This book? Or this one? Please, allow me to read. I can't read it.
What does this? Hey.
Perfectly understood.
Wear gloves.
I'm gonna.
I've got some trouble. This book?
Sterilize.
Fire. Like a metaphor? Stay back, I say.
Oh, hi.
That's nothing.
Phase 2.
What is that?
Blood can only be paid in blood.
You can actually get stronger. I'm guessing this only exists just like pull the slot.
Get ready, ready, aim.
Do that. Whatever.
Hi, master. I've got some trouble brewing. Wait for the pop. Fresh from the crucible. Give this a taste.
Go! 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 Puppy!
Sweet dreams.
Complete one just to see if it actually does something.
Useful, perfectly understood. Time
Nope.
to turn the page. Quick, those things fail my dark embrace.
And it is blood and gold that stain this land. I'm tired of playing this game of prayers.
There's stage 3.
I've had quite enough of you, little gambler.
There is not.
Huh? It's already over?
Guns emptied, Lopera drops her revolver and charges at her opponent with nothing but her fists.
Looks like I win again.
She kicks the weakened Santos to the ground, getting him by the throat, her fist poised.
Yes. Yes. You won this round.
He lies among the rubble, blood trickling from his mouth, smiling at Lopera's fists hover above him.
But I'm afraid there won't be a table left to play the next. So long, little gambler.
What?
Perhaps it's time you paid a little more attention to your friend.
He presses the button in his hand. After a loud bang, the chapel starts to crumble. There is a moment of distraction. Santos kicks her away, vanishes amid the chaos of the explosion. There is no one but Lopera, the doctor, and a building that's about to crush them both.
Nieta!
She grits her teeth and runs the pulpit, freeing the bound doctor. She tries to speak, but the effects of the potion still hold her throat in a tight grip.
We can talk after we get out of here.
He hoists the doctor onto her back and carries her through the falling debris. Photograph from 1961 peacekeeping mission in Congo. Photograph her exact day and location all lost to time. Farewell, Para. Don't forget to bid the day farewell, and to honor yesterday.
Eliminate all hostiles. Find Lopera and Dr. Doris.
Following the Admiral's orders, Moldira has tracked all of the tracker's button signal to the manor. She's arrived too late. Remains of the Brotherhood has no desire to fight. They scatter, putting up a swift end to the gunfire. Blood-splattered sugarcane fields burn. And amidst the smoke and blood, Moldira's soldiers for the doctor and her sister. Just as the chapel collapses, Lopera makes it through the front door.
Huh? Where have the Brotherhood guards gone?
Neither Duncan nor the Brotherhood guards greet her.
Molly!
Pera, thank goodness this tracker button still works. What happened in the chapel?
I had the fight with Santos, but he got away. Weren't you supposed to go to the veterans' residence?
She flashes a brief, bittersweet smile. This is a victory, albeit an imperfect one.
Rescuing the doctor is our top priority now.
Dr. Doris sits on the muddy ground, cradling her typewriter.
I'm so glad to see you safe, Doctor. Great job, Pera. Let's head back to the base with Dr. Doris.
What about the timekeeper?
She's on a new mission assigned by the Foundation. It's got nothing to do with us. Father wants me to bring you and the doctor back to the base as soon as possible.
What do you mean? Why the sudden change of plan? What's going on here?
No one told her about this.
Just come already. We're evacuating Sao Paulo.
Evacuating? Since when was this the plan?
Evacuating? To where?
Just follow your orders, Lopera. The Admiral sent me to pick you up.
Then why didn't he tell me any of this?
I don't know. I'm sure he has his reasons.
In her hurry, she presents a reason her sister cannot argue with. Recognizing her hastiest, Moldier sighs.
Fine. We're heading south. To Tierra del Fuego. They've made preparations for us. Come on, Pera. Come with us. You, me, Father, Telimei, everyone. We'll all be there.
Everyone? Why didn't anyone tell me about this?
Because... Pera, you can ask questions later. We don't have much time.
Pera knocks away her sister's extended hand, taking 2 steps back.
No. Why are we going to Tierra del Fuego? And why are we running out of time? What are you planning to do? Who's waiting for you in Tierra del Fuego?
She grips the revolver on her side. She hesitates, fear and confusion flashing across her face. Gun is safe, her gun is reliable. As long as she holds it, she won't be hurt. She pulls it from its holster and slowly raises the barrel to her sister. Final crash of thunder, rain starts to pour.
Who's behind all this? That jerk Ptolemy?
No. Father gave these orders.
Moldier unbuckles her holster, reaching for her own gun.
Don't move!
Come on, Lopera. Lower your gun.
The handgun slips from its holster and falls to the ground. Moldier spreads her hands in a show of friendship, of sisterhood.
Father needs the doctor. We need her. Bring her back to the base and come with us to Tierra del Fuego.
Why? What are you going to do in Tierra del Fuego?
Seize the future, a future for all Arcanists. Father has embraced the preacher's promise.
Manus Vindicte.
A betrayal she had never imagined.
No. My family are not traitors.
Not in the past, not now, not ever. Hunter will never willingly becomes the prey she once pursued.
Look, you don't have to do anything for them if you don't want to.
She tries to explain, but she can't even look her sister in the eye.
Just come with us. Come home.
A single word makes Lopera waver.
Forgive me, Pera.
And to ignore game mechanics. Never mind, I cannot.
What's going on? What's Pop planning to do?
What about you? Are you going to kill Father and me, like you did those traitors?
I've got some trouble brewing. I never miss. Most of the time, anyway.
Drop your weapon, Para. It's time to come home.
Why didn't Pa tell me his plan? He doesn't trust me, does he? Did you come here to take me home?
Yes.
You're lying, Molly.
Ready, aim, fresh from the crucible.
Enough is enough, Para.
Probably more without funky battle music.
You're wasting our time.
You mean the time for your scheme?
They have made custom battle music for certain battles before. That aren't boss fights, but I don't know why they didn't bother with this one.
Right?
No. Para, I want you to come home with me.
Home? You call that a home? With a traitor for a father and a sister who doesn't even trust me?
Can I? There? Can't just have to mute the entire game, but whatever. Your mind? It's not expecting that. It's not expecting the one-shots. Taking advantage of Lopera's moment of hesitation, Mulder launches an attack. As they wrestle, Lopera pulls the trigger. Bullet is shooting in the sky and starting a flock of birds. Finally, Mulder wrestles the gun from Lopera's hand and knocks it to the ground. He lies there, winded and in pain.
Why is he doing this?
Pain is the least of her problems. She simply can't understand how things have ended up this way.
For the good of us all, Para. Consider your mission complete. I'll take over from here. Thank you for your service, Comrade Lopera.
Several Xeno soldiers, returning from the sweep of the manor, arrive at Lieutenant's side.
What's going on?
I'll handle this. Take the blind lady and retreat. Make sure she's safe.
Doctor offers no resistance, weakly surrendering to her fate as she's taken once again. Mulder looks down at her fallen sister, her gaze cold.
I am sorry it has to end this way.
He raises her gun, aiming at her cherished sister.
Farewell, Para.
The rain grows heavier. Lopera's soaked body lies in the mud.
Crap. Has something gone wrong? Wait a minute. What's going on here?
He pauses at the echoing of gunshots, scans the surrounding.
Xeno soldiers. What are they doing here?
The experienced soldier, he knows not to act rashly. In the distance, a young female officer leads the soldiers in Dr. Doris' array, but there's no sign of Lopera.
That's the doctor, isn't it? Why isn't Lopera with them?
Duncan cautiously makes his way to the chapel to search for her. The rain comes and goes.
Tranquilizer bullet. Ugh, I see.
The effects of the tranquilizer wear off. Lopera can feel her soaked clothes sticking to her. She sees the tracker button. It's been destroyed. Bear's bullet must have smashed it.
It's shattered.
Muldir's aim is as sharp as her eyes. They truly are sisters. He grips the fragment in her palm, trying in vain to piece them back together. Rain washes them away. First her biological father, now her adoptive one. Betrayal, rejection.
How long have you been planning this?
There is no answer save for the crash of thunder. She has no one but herself.
Am I really the only one who knew nothing about it?
Did her sibling know? Did everyone else in her family know?
Was I ever actually accepted into this family?
The bitter thought burns in her chest like fire. She forces herself up, her arms shaking as she heaves her body upright. Here's rain. They both become one.
I have to tell the timekeeper. Mierda!
She pounds the ground, splattering her fists with mud. From the shadows of the trees, a familiar figure emerges. It's Duncan. He's running over to her.
Lopera!
Finally, some good news.
Duncan, you're okay. We have to hurt.
She tries to stand, but her legs give away. She collapses again.
What happened? Why did your men leave you here all alone?
He supports the weak Lopera. He gives him a sad smile.
Hurry back to the residence. It's Igor. He...
She can't bring herself to finish the sentence. Sky clears, and the heat of a burning sun washes over them once more. A pair of long-barreled revolvers that once accompanied the sisters through countless afternoons at shooting range. Rather, former sisters. Going off this should be the boss fight. Round 0. Farewell, Igor. Nala's tears have dried up. Lilia looks around and frowns.
I guess you haven't had an easy time either.
Only like several corpses. Rain and blood.
I have bad news. Igor's just started a rebellion.
Huh?
Lilia strides forward.
He's got an army.
What's the situation at their base?
Not good. There was fighting and bloodshed. Lots of it. The rebels must have won.
Takes a long swig of liquor in an attempt to steady her emotions.
Those traitorous bastards. What about La Pera? Did she defect too?
All I know is that she was sent to the Colonel's manor earlier. But why would Igor... If Lapera's also joined the rebellion?
Worse than expected.
The old fart set us up.
A burly figure appears in the entrance. A burly figure appears in the entrance of the veteran's residence. It's Duncan, Lapera slung on his back.
She's injured!
Mr. Carson?
It's Duncan, kid. But that's not important. Lopera needs medical attention.
I'm fine. Damn you, Igor.
Waking up from her deep slumber, White Rum looks around the courtyard in disarray. Injured Lopera. Duncan gently places Lopera on a chair. He races up to her.
Oh, my darling little buccaneer. Who did this to you?
Lapera.
Speaking
Tell
of
us
which,
what happened.
where is Sotheby? Sotheby has not appeared in like 10 chapters. Where? And I don't remember if the game actually said if she went somewhere. It's like, I'd imagine she should be at least somewhat near Vern. Bloody and dirty, yes, but her injuries aren't serious. She only has a few scrapes and bruises. However, her eyes are swollen as she's just been crying. Just realized it too. Yeah. I remember when Duncan gave her an opportunity to go, but I thought it said she was going to the veteran's residence, and she's just like, not here?
Igor. He took Doris.
First, Xeno's soldiers try to take Kimberly. Then, Igor's soldiers order the kidnapping of Dr. Doris.
So, are you going to go after him?
Chose by Kimberly. God, I wish that were me. Same. I mean...
Yes, but you should stay here. Igor still wants you.
Igor mustn't succeed.
We'll come back for you later.
Okay.
What now then, Capitan? There are no Foundation branches nearby. If we request reinforcements, they'll be too slow to arrive.
Then we go ourselves.
Count me in. I have to talk to Igor. He owes me an answer.
Lopera grits her teeth.
White Rum, could you take us to the Xeno base?
Anything to save the dock. Anchors away, mateys.
Back at the Xeno base, the rebels are organizing the final stages of their retreats.
You screwed up.
It's just a minor setback.
Bazar isn't happy.
Look, I'll deal with her, okay? Next time, I'll...
This defeat is a consequence of his own arrogance. The bitter pill to swallow.
There won't be a next time. We can't just waltz into the Foundation and take her. Anyway, are the aircraft ready?
Yeah. Father and the doctor will be boarding soon. Who is she anyway?
I don't know.
Her answer is honest. He rarely questions her father. Her duty is to obey and execute, while holding on to a silver of her own sense of justice.
Looks like Father hasn't told you everything either.
You should never entrust all the pieces of a puzzle to a single hand.
Huh? All this time with Father's made you quite enigmatic. There's a charm in mystery, you know.
Around them, soldiers are busy transporting supplies and burning sensitive documents in fires.
Are you not coming with us on the helicopter?
Someone has to stay behind and organize the retreat. You go ahead with Father. I'll join you later.
Sometimes I just don't understand you, my dear.
Oftentimes, I don't understand myself either. Perhaps that's why Father always keeps me close. Just get going. I'll take up the rear.
The sound of gunfire echoes from outside the courtyard. But she pays it no mind. Whether it's an internal conflict or a counterattack from the Foundation, it doesn't matter.
Ma'am, we're under attack!
Don't get entangled with the enemy. Focus on the evacuation. How many hostiles are there?
3! And the sailboat!
A sailboat? What is this? The age of exploration or something?
One of them is flying some kind of aircraft. Oh, she's fast! 2 squads are currently engaged with her in Courtyard A2!
So, you're just going to leave me here in San Paulo, huh?
2 rebels break through the defense line and rush over to her.
Where's Igor?
Her hands are bloody, the muzzle of her gun stained red from the repeated use of her arcane skill. No sign of the Admiral, only the unwelcome sight of her older brother.
You've grown taller since we last met, dear little sister.
There's a hint of malice in his voice.
Whoa, whoa. Don't look at me like that. I don't care what you do. Come home or stay with the timekeeper. I won't stop you.
Get out of my face.
He raises her rifle. Scene looks all too familiar. Time to execute another traitor. Someone steps in front of her.
Molly.
Miss Moldia. It's unfortunate that we have to meet again under these circumstances.
We've simply chosen different paths, Timekeeper. I suppose the next time I see you will be in Antarctica. Telemi, go join Father. I can handle this.
Her brother turns and leaves.
Molly. Why?
The remaining soldiers gather around the lieutenants, their weapons raised.
Forgive me.
It's Wanderer.
I can't let you pass.
You know, I can hear it.
Whoa, whoa. Don't look at me like that.
Yeah, I can hear it. That makes sense. Wanderer. Maldir issues a command to her remaining soldiers.
Soldiers, take aim.
Let's kill time together.
Okay, hopefully this isn't actually the final boss if there's no actual
What on
music
earth
for
is
it.
Igor trying to do?
We are soldiers. It's our duty to follow orders, not question them.
Molly.
Hold the entrance at all costs. They must not reach the Admiral.
Okay. It's not the final boss if I can just auto this.
Oh, don't stare at it for too long.
Oh, hi.
There, my stars and grace. Please, allow me.
Very emotional boss music.
Forward to punishing you. Discord. Oh, please. I know how to use it. I can't read it. Didn't see that coming, did you? Flee, mortals!
Easy game.
A simple skill or this one? Would you care to lie down? Time to turn the page. Stay back, I say! Great. No mistakes.
Wear gloves. Sterilize.
Oh, please. I know how to use it.
Freaking dumbass. Get out of here.
Easy video game.
Come back. I need your feedback on our session.
Battle ends. Not one of Moldir's soldiers has survived. He falls against the wall, blood oozing from her forehead and shoulder. Faced with her sister's gun, he cannot or perhaps doesn't want to move. Sorrow in her eyes as her gaze meets her sister's.
I don't ever want to see you again.
The bullet casing falls to the ground, so does a tear.
We couldn't halt Igor's escape. More rebels came at us following the gunfire, and we were forced to flee the base. We failed.
The Roaring 40s. Summer ends here, the icy sea begins.
You made the right choice.
We simply followed their guidance, Preacher. Unfortunately, we failed to bring the succubus. But I did bring you this, and Miss Earth as well.
No, Admiral. Not you. Us. We all need the miracle they bestow.
My men will not wear the masks, nor will they take the trials. We need no trials to test the loyalty of my children, Preacher. And for now, Miss Earth will stay under my protection.
As you wish.
Preacher agrees to all of the Admiral's requests. It doesn't matter, none of it matters. She looks southward across the sea.
Until next time, Admiral.
Preacher takes the relic left by the Mother of Resurrection and bids farewell to the Admiral.
Father, I shot at Lopera.
Shooting is one thing, whether the bullet hits the heart or the ground is another. The Admiral, however, it is unimportant.
I have to be honest, Father. I don't fully agree with your decision. At least not on a personal level.
You are entitled to your opinion, Lieutenant. But I don't need your approval.
I understand. You only need my obedience.
Precisely.
Had you anticipated that Lopera wouldn't come with us?
She is inconsequential. She helped us retrieve Earth from that Brotherhood farce. That's all I needed from her.
But the Brotherhood, with all due respect, Admiral, I've heard they have connections with our friends at Manus Vindicte.
She finds it hard to call those they once fought against friends. Treason is a strain not easily washed clean.
I thought you'd make the same choice,
she did.
No, I will always follow you, Father.
Just let her be.
A lone seagull glides across the sky, calling out as it flies to the warm north, where pats its daughter on the shoulder.
Now, bring me Dr. Doris.
Father.
She dutifully leads the doctor to her father and leaves the two alone.
I don't know you, sir. You must have mistaken me for someone else.
No, I couldn't possibly mistake you. Old friend. In the last days before the millennium, we fought side by side.
Memories flood the weathered halls of the Admiral's mind.
In hindsight, that battle may have been a mistake. The storm swept across the world, leaving behind an era of chaos. And we lost our future.
The Admiral has never been fearful of fast sacrifice, especially when it served the grander goal.
But now, another path lies before us. One that we once fought desperately against. A path paved by Arcana. A path leading to a world free of conflict. My old friend.
Sadly, she cannot comprehend even a fragment of these words. She's simply Dr. Doris, nothing more.
That marble chair the Foundation gave you. What's the secret behind it? What happened to you after you pressed that button?
Nothing.
Do you remember what happened after you walked into that White House?
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about that.
He's stubborn, but answers honestly. The old Admiral sighs and pulls out a stack of Utu magazines from his coat. They were not for his own reading.
My dear Miss Earth, your name continues to show up between the occurrences of the storm. I don't know what you've encountered, what you've experienced in all this time. But your very existence is about to change the fate of us all.
A strangely shaped typewriter, the only weapon this doctor had in a battle with fate.
I have some news you'll be happy to hear.
I'll spare 1 minute with you.
Trust me, you'll wish you had more than a minute for this. It involves a mutual friend of ours, a long-lost acquaintance you've been searching for. Doctor, writer. She goes by many titles, just like you and I. Sadly, in her current state, her brain capacity is limited. It's just like after that fateful battle ended. Few survived to remember her awe-inspiring feats. Now, this kind-hearted doctor has become a crucial part of another wicked scheme, of which our dear Admiral is well aware.
What does he know?
An orchestra without a conductor can barely play a symphony. Recognizing that missing vital piece, the Admiral seized the opportunity without hesitation. Experience gives a veteran his scars, yes. but also a scrap of wisdom. He knew he should gain the upper hand in this one-sided gamble. Your minute's up. Time certainly does fly, doesn't it? I'll be back when there's a new development. Stay alive if you can. I'd like to keep reading reports for you.
The final curtain. Everything is a mess. Everything has to come to an end. Perhaps there's still a chance. There's Sotheby.
So many people lived on the river.
Finally. Where were
I
you?
saw them tie plastic bottles to planks to make a bridge. And then they crossed the river as if they were walking on a row of puff-puff fish.
Oh yeah, she stayed behind to watch people at the favela. Like, I wish she'd not mentioned at all while she was doing that. If there at least been one chapter of her just going around helping people instead of just disappearing. The sheltered life has given her a few chances to witness the struggles of those on the verge of hunger. Ever since she has come to consciousness on the water's edge, the same questions lingered in her heart. She restrained herself from voicing it. Duncan's well known in the favela, and everyone keeps telling her, yes, that old man is Duncan from the veterans' residence. Like she's trapped in some kind of a dream.
I know what you're thinking, little lady. But I am Duncan. My ID card, my military record, my medals. They all prove it. As for your friend, Mr. Carson, listen, I know it's hard, but at some point we have to move on.
Thank you for the advice. It's just...
Pardon me.
Foundation staff member gently pushes open the door.
My apologies for interrupting. Miss Sotheby, I heard about what happened in the favela. Thanks to your efforts, Zeno has been able to recruit a new group of spirited youths.
Staff member then turns to Mr. Duncan. Sotheby gives a proud nod. She's more than just a pretty Jess. She did her very best to help her friends in the favela while the others were busy with their missions.
Mr. Duncan, we need to record your information and cross-reference it with that of Mr. Carson, who was lost during the storm of 1929.
It's bewildering, isn't it? How could there be another Mr. Carson?
1929?
For an era filled with ambition, dreams, and madness.
Please come with me, Mr. Duncan. It won't take long. After that, you'll need to initiate the procedures for your re-enlistment in the Zeno Arms Academy. While the said procedures are underway, the rehab center will take care of the injuries you sustained in Sao Paulo. Welcome back to our cause. There have been many cases like yours. Politicians, singers, the list goes on. The Foundation compared them to photos from the 90s. While their appearances had changed, they were undoubtedly the same person.
These words leave Duncan feeling puzzled. The place is strange. The language is even stranger.
Hey, isn't that Lieutenant Lilia?
Wait for a bit. Back. Still a decent amount. Lilia is sauntering down the hallway, swigging on her flask.
This is an alcohol-free zone, Lieutenant Lilia. Please try to follow the regulations.
Oh, did I just wander into another dry zone? Great. So many rules and regulations. Oh, how boring.
Has Lopera arrived?
She's in her room right now. Wurtzen managed to secure her some rest time before
Who's part
her
of the Foundation now?
Poor girl.
Yes.
Honestly,
so?
no one deserves to go through what she has. It's even worse than being cooped up and buried in paperwork.
Clerical work is essential too.
She gives her an awkward smile at this mockery of her work. Lilia cheerfully pats her on the shoulder and turns back to Duncan.
Well, good luck, Comrade Duncan. Don't forget to stretch your hand between signing papers.
She'd rather ride her red 38 until her legs went numb than be stuck in an office all day.
You also need to write a report, Lieutenant Lilia. Our executives are quite curious to know how you managed to escape the rebels' custody.
Moldir, the woman in charge of the base, had one of her guards release me.
Muldear's order saved Lilia's life.
You mean to say that Moldir, the lieutenant who's joined the rebellion, set you free?
I think so. At least that's what the guard told me.
Lieutenant Moldir asked me to help you. Take care.
I'll be sure to make note of that. And of course, please specify this in your written report as well. This is very important, Lieutenant. If she's having doubts, then we may still have a chance to win back Igor's rebels. Or at least some of them.
Vice President Constantine makes a long overdue call with the Pax House.
Igor fooled us all with his rebellion. It's been confirmed that the Dr. Doras he took is none other than Ms. Erd. The motives behind his actions, however, are still unclear. While only a small number of the Xeno soldiers chose to join his rebellion, I believe it is necessary to urge the Xeno Arms Academy to strengthen the discipline of their members.
She removes a white chess piece from the board in front of her.
No need to worry about that. Xeno will handle it themselves.
If that's your judgment, then I have no objections. On a separate note, Moth, our mole planted within Manus Vindictae, has sent us some new information. The Manus are sending supplies, personnel, and weapons in huge numbers to the south. It appears our suspicions were correct. Manus Vindictae is preparing a ritual to draw forth another storm. The location of Jerry Wilson provided by Miss Lucy confirms that the Manus are moving toward Antarctica. Additionally, it's now clear that some of the arcanist organizations, including the Apostles' Brotherhood, have been assisting the Manus through criminal activities such as smuggling and human trafficking.
He advances to the black pawn on the chessboard.
All very valuable information. How's the timekeeper doing?
She's stable. It's worth noting, however, that she brought back a succubus from the Manus. She requested that we revoke the arrest warrant for the succubus and grant her all the rights enjoyed by Team Timekeeper, in accordance with the Storm Reformation Manpower and Discipline Act. I've consented to her request.
Excellent. She's the ideal person to keep watch over the succubus.
Very good, sir.
About Igor. The late Admiral Igor of the Xeno Arms Academy will be duly honored in the headquarters Hall of Merit. His great achievements and remarkable service deserve to be remembered. That's all for now.
Admiral's betrayal has already cast a lingering shadow over the optimistic 90s. But the news that even after losing their leader, the Manus are gathering once again is even more worrying.
Gert.
London, Lima, Ushuaia.
Foundation reports detail many cases like Duncan's. One familiar face after another turned into someone else's. The storm has brought everyone in it. Bright and hopeful 90s.
A report from Colombia. The mugshots of Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria do not match those archived. Similar anomalies have appeared for other notable figures.
There are many such cases. The most pressing issue is now Igor's actions.
Why did Igor abduct Miss Erd? And why does he want Kimberly?
One question leads to another, but the answers remain a mystery.
And where are Igor and his army going? Why did they defect?
It's a maze of questions and clues. There's no waxing to peer over its walls, and no thread to guide the way out.
Mr. Carson, who was reversed by the storm of 1929, has somehow reappeared in 1990.
Only there was some way to look behind the towering walls of this maze and see for what they truly are.
Or maybe there's more to it.
The person pulled under by the river isn't always swallowed. They often wash up on another shore. Possibilities, more possibilities. Crows gather away and drive. Crows gather and drive away the doves. By the dry, decaying foundation, they peck at the rainwater.
Could it be that?
She makes a bold guess.
The storm doesn't kill people. At least, not physically.
Monologues. Person is the total sum of their past. Kara picks up her gun and loads the bullets one by one.
1, 2, 3.
There are no enemies, no targets, no opponents. She has never raised her gun so aimlessly before. She's lost like a hunter in the wilderness with no place to go and no home to return to.
Shots on target.
3 bullets are shot, but they leave only one hole.
1, 2, 3.
Empty shells fall, bullets are reloaded.
1, 2, 3.
The room is riddled with bullet holes. Pear is numb. Mechanically pulls the trigger. Gun doesn't respond.
Lies. Deception. Betrayal.
She loosens her grip, and the revolver falls to the floor.
You planned to kick me out. Right from the very beginning, didn't you?
A new plan that never included her.
Or did you never even trust me in the first place? Was this all some kind of game to you? Molly?
She's lost and alone. Nothing but herself and the hollow sound of wind blowing through the window. She drops to the floor and curls up against the wall.
Why?
At the same crossroad, when the warm days grow cold, leaves are falling down to the ground. Fire can't burn down my past
The end. Fair enough. Maid might be true. Maybe. You feel like that's probably the best way about bringing back old characters. Have them technically be the same person, but like not have any knowledge of anything of their like past lives or whatever. Doom Theory will be back. Doom Theory will always be back in this game. Doom Theory has never left this game. I do feel like Igor kind of betrayed a little fast. Literally took a single chapter for him to be completely against the idea to fully into it. Just out of this.
Let us have a fair fight.
I do like how near the end that like rain kind of how they use rain kind of like signal without saying explicitly saying that these two things are happening at the same time. Without like explicitly opening up and saying meanwhile on the other side it's using like rain falling as a cue for that instead. So, can't help but notice how for the patch about taking place in Brazil, how none of the playable characters are Brazilian.
Now it's easier to understand.
Like, in Vienna, like chapter 6, chapter 7. In Vienna, we do have like Kanya and Isolde and Marcus, who are from the place that it takes place. And same with like 20s, chapter 5, whatever. Except for Brazil. I mean, Lopera said she's Colombian, which is at least something, but her patch taking place in Brazil, the characters are very distinctly non-Brazilian.
Oh, don't stare at it for too long. To read, to transcribe.
Can't believe they pulled attention. True.
Now, I admire your courage, master. You must see your true self.
I do really hope they have another patch that's in Brazil for the sake of actually having some Brazilian characters in the game.
And now it's easier to understand.
Instead of just relegating them all to either villains or NPCs.
I will remember for the good of all. Hold on, psychiatrist at work. Time to turn the page. Feel my dark embrace.
Probably isn't a very good boss to auto.
I will remember.
Whatever.
For you and for us. Heart scale. To read. Now it's easier to understand. Dreams.
We share the same dream.
Or this one.
To a brighter future for everyone.
Patch will be about her Sienna's ahead of us. Sienna's like 2 to 3 patches ahead of us. 2.3 will be in London. I remember just check stream because yes, it's saying I'm losing frames. A lot of frames. It's running, but just not very well. If I remember right, 2.3. 2.3 is in London. I don't quite remember what 2.4 is, but there's one of the kid 2.4 characters that actually has melanin. And 2.5 is something Chinese. It was more Regulus. Yeah, I don't think Regulus is a part of it. I think Regulus has a role in 2.4. But I don't think she does in 2.3.
This one.
I didn't want it.
Hold on. Psychiatrist at work.
And actually,
Time to turn the page. Great. Mistakes.
play the game for a second just to make sure Marcus doesn't die. Game.
I admire your courage.
Time to pull out the expensive stuff. Shall I, Master?
Together, we are fearless.
Would you care to lie down? Did I miss something? And now it's easier to understand. Dreams.
I will remember your sacrifice.
This or this book?
For the good of all.
To transcribe. Like a metaphor? To read.
We share the same dream. I will remember your sacrifice.
Oh, please. I know how to use it.
And I'm just gonna turn it back on.
For everyone. For you and for us.
Hold on. Psychiatrist at work, please. Allow me.
I admire your courage.
A simple arcane trick.
Heart here.
Feel like dark and great. Bang, bang.
Now presenting fingers here.
Goodbye, master.
You must see your true self.
I can't. Time to turn the page. And now it's easier to understand. Sweet dreams.
I admire your courage.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother actually playing the game anymore.
Sharp fang.
Lose, I lose.
Keep calm. We share this. I admire your courage. To a brighter future for everyone.
Oh, don't stare at it for too long.
For the good of all.
To read. Did I miss something?
I will remember you such as I know how to use it. For you and for us.
Bang, bang. No mistakes. And now it's easier to understand. Sweet dreams.
I admire your courage.
I might end up maxing out the rounds.
Sharp fang.
To transcribe, I will be watching you. Like a metaphor?
I will remember you such as
This
I want.
master.
For the good of all.
Feel like dark and great. Great. No mistakes. And now it's easier to understand. Sweet dreams.
We share this. I admire your courage. To a brighter future for everyone.
Hold on. Psychiatrist at work.
Together, we are here. Keep calm.
Once the on the verge of almost getting one shot, then healing back to full.
Now presenting I will remember you such as music. You must see your true self. Heart here.
Would you care to lie down? To transcribe. this one, please? Or
Actually, might max out the rounds.
I will be watching this. Time to turn the page. Maybe now it's easier to understand. Some dreams.
Probably end stream once this finishes.
Hold on. Psychiatrist at work. Sharp pain. To read.
Eventually. It's not expecting this to go this long.
I can't read it.
And there goes Marcus.
Don't worry. I will remember the sacrifice.
Keep calm.
Keep up the pace.
You must see your true self. Some dreams.
Let's kill this shit.
I will remember your sacrifice. For you and for
2 rounds away from max. My dad's gonna survive with just 2 of them. There they go. Almost maxed rounds. That is all. And I'll do Breaking Catastrophe later. Definitely not the best story they've told, but yeah, whatever. Technically, I could still stream for like another hour, but I am tired. Actually. I'll take like a 15-minute break and then just do like GD or something. Wrong. Hold on. And this.
Oh, dear stranger, journeying to a pub, and how many days pass fast till I see you again.
I think I can. Not yet. Do this. And text. Wait, I rules over. What did I miss? Finish the story, and I'm gonna take like a 15-minute break, then switch to GD. So I will be back in like 10-ish minutes. Take a quick break so I don't actually able to like talk tomorrow. I'll be back.
100, 3, 5, and more. No matter the distance, I'll make my way back to you.
I have returned. Can right. Now I need to go to this screen. That off. I can close the game. To here. Change the title. Change the thumbnail as well. Right. That's changed. Open up this game. Now I can go back here, change the game capture. Wait a few seconds till it works. There. So now I also need get some background music up. Okay. And play the game now. You know what? Never gonna finish the block design on this. I'll do like a little more. Gonna give up and upload it. Oh. Finish like these structures that are gonna be easy to decorate, but after I do these, I'm just gonna say I give up and upload it as is. Not like I'm a month late on this trend anyways. Really, 2 of them. One died home and the week, whatever. Well, finished story game, so now I'm just doing some building. The last like 45 minutes. And that I like to call good enough. I am not finishing the block design. I'm probably not going to verify this legit. We'll give it like 20 attempts. Practice running like 20 attempts. We're obligated to do so. I'm for level, I'm not going to bother. If I actually bother to do all the block design, this level's never getting uploaded. Might as well just cheap out a little bit so it actually is a thing. Yeah, probably just balance this a little while I'm at it. Go for like block. Only 2 hours long. I actually kind of was thinking about doing a thing. This thing. So you can do a neat little thing where so if I like select all of this and then give it group 18 and then here at the end, is there a way to make the level repeat itself infinitely? Exactly what I'm going over now. They just so that that will loop infinitely. Then and if this a group, see that turns off. Actually, there's so much of an easier way. There's so much of an easier way to do this in 2.2. Let me redo this. I need to have a group. Do this so much easier. Should also go on. Then if at the start here have a toggle trigger that turns off 18, that is on my detail. This to turn on. Back here, that will turn it off. Not high detail. This teleporter will only be turned on if you go in high detail. So if you go in high detail mode, this will just repeat endlessly. Properly. Wait, hold on though. But yeah, I did that wrong. I'm thinking. I know I did this wrong. I'm trying to think about how. Yeah, no, I had this right the first time. So if I just this instead. So if you turn on low detail, then specifically this toggle trigger doesn't get toggled, turning out the teleporter. Turning on no clip. That's this. There. Now, if I turn on low detail mode, that teleporter stays. And you get looped back to the beginning every time. There. So I should mess with this. still timed properly. No detail. I move that. I should. And that loops. Perfect. Yeah. I'll make it so you have to do low detail, which is actually what I had originally. So if I turn this to activate, turn off, loop infinitely, only if you have it on high detail. So I need to just be normal speed. Point 5. It's also 18 right. And all of these triggers need to... Oh, wrong thing. All of these need to be multi-trigger. I have to do these individually. Only going to be high on triggers. What? Not my problem. Just not gonna have triggers on the second run or above. But I do it. Place to start. You know, that actually just works. Thought I would have to change that, but nope, it just works. Wait, I need to turn this off. need to check. Triggered. Allow multi. Oh yeah, also the orbs. Orbs need multi too. One multi-act. There it goes. Infinite. I double click from the apps accidentally. That is a you problem. Or as I would like to say, skill issue. I do need to do. Add this. When it teleports, it's kind of a pain. So add that. And just fully activate there. Also, can you use a song trigger? Probably should. Jump auto. Getting it. I wanted to loop better. Where it's like, you know, it's just a song. I'd rather loop a little better than that. Loop a little cleaner instead of having the intro every loop. I don't know if this song is actually getting triggered or not. Okay, it wasn't. Better. Please. That I did not hear. Reverse 1999 stealing all of Genshin's voice actors. $500 lawsuit incoming. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Here, this is there. Should loop infinitely. Look in the song she's going to. I knew Kokomi's VA could sing, but I didn't know specifically her voice actor. Probably just really not that different. That is one of the thumbnails of all time. Does sound quite familiar. This should loop. And back the can I no longer one more loop, just nothing break. Didn't, but you never. Right, it's truly infinite. Will never end. Done. Deco finished? Not really, but I'm not gonna bother. It is good enough. One of these should. What happens? Never mind, that's straight up broken. Oh, we sorry. I leave you. Think the macro had a skill issue? True. Pay no attention to the fact that I would have been the one to make the macro. It was the macro's fault. And yeah, I'm just gonna macro this. I'm not gonna verify this legit, at least not right now. Oh wow, managed to beat it first try, who would have thought? Definitely not the macro. Hold on, let me the description. To pull up the song. And actually have it. Description. But unverified levels? I think so. Oh, I straight up have it on right now. Yes, there is. That's enough. This no auto. Block decoration technically is not done, but I am never gonna bother to finish it. Better just have some exist. Repeat forever. No one will know the secret. It's you. And to watch this stream. This. There, and technically I've now uploaded another level after 4 months. We actually will have, I have this that I need to finish that I'm just doing to slow to torture my own stream by playing this for 10 hours. Nice. Means I don't have to. Song. Unfortunately, the 10-hour version isn't just the one loop. It is just gonna go on forever though. Or technically not forever, like 11 minutes, but practically forever. select it. There, thank you. I need to do something else. It's too much. I cannot focus on this with the same song beating in my head. Please. Let me select. Remove. Specifically, this block is cursed. Specifically right here is just cursed. It will not let me select it. It's like getting surgery. I will not stop until you can get PTSD just from actually just right here is cursed. It will not let me select anything without swiping. Just finish pace real fast. This level. Wanna replace this with something I actually made myself. What my current project is. But I do have to end now. Progress is progress. Technically an entire new level. Wait. That is like half the point. Marvel, when Marvel rivals, eventually. Well, progress is progress. Still made progress. Thank you all for watching. Oh yeah, Sumi.